Now, who has been in a car with a GPS? Or a sat nav? Very good. Or a global positioning device? Or any other kind of device that might get you to your destination? Very good. So I meet a lot of people in my travels and they want to tell me about their relationship with their GPS. And they do have one. Imagine you're on a road at night, alone, in the dark, it's raining, and you're lost. Well, people really like to think that that voice in the GPS is guiding them and is a friend to them. And when I meet people, they want to tell me their GPS stories. So I've had Janice call me from Los Angeles and say, I've just arrived at LAX and you're directing me around LA. And I was talking with Ryan and he said to me, last weekend you and I took the most fantastic trip. We went to my cousin's wedding in Milwaukee. And then there was the woman that I met at an event who said, you've got to come and meet the rest of my girlfriends because if it wasn't for you, we would still be lost in the mountains of Italy. But there is this one word people want to tell me about. This one word that they don't like. They really don't like this word. And that word is? That's right, recalculating. But I'm here to tell you that recalculating is good news. By the time you hear the word recalculating, you're already back on track, headed to your destination. Now, when we're in the car and we take a wrong turn and we're driving along and we hear the word recalculating, we take a few turns and before we know it, we're back on track, headed to our destination. But in life, when we take a wrong turn, we can wander around aimlessly on a back road, sometimes for years, if only we chose recalculating. The power of recalculating, being able to start again at any moment. Wouldn't it be great if there was a GPS for everyday life that would tell us where to go and what to do and give us directions all the time? Who would want one of those? And we all have one. I'm going to teach you how to be your very own GPS. Now, I have some directions for you. Are you ready? Please turn to the person next to you. Tell them how lucky they are to be sitting next to you today. Now I'm going to teach you how to be your very own GPS. Turn to your other neighbour and in your very best GPS voice, say, it's never too late to recalculate. Say, you're on the perfect path. Recalculating. Okay, we're going to learn the 5 directions for recalculating. Say, I'm ready to recalculate. Very good. Now, the first direction for recalculating is to notice you are off route. Noticing we are off route. The very first step. We cannot even begin to recalculate until we're willing to admit we are lost. I'm going to take you right back to the beginning. At the age, I grew up in a town called Mackay, near Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Where are my Aussies? Woo! Queensland, awesome. So I'm from North Queensland. We have sugar white sand, we have turquoise blue waters, and 9 out of the 10 most poisonous snakes in the world. It's paradise. At the age of 7, I was sitting in our family living room and I was watching television in our suburb of Mount Pleasant. And on came the most influential, most important person in the whole world, Olivia Newton-John. And when I saw her, my life changed. Here was this blonde Australian singer who'd moved to America, and everybody loved her. And I knew what I wanted to do with my life. I had direction. I was going to be a professional singer, and I was going to move to America. Now, speeding ahead a little bit further down the road, at 31 years of age, I was living in Sydney, Australia, in my own apartment. I had a fabulous life. I owned my own apartment right downtown. I was singing 5 nights a week in venues and in 5-star hotels, and you could not turn the radio or the television on in the 1990s in Australia without hearing my speaking or singing voice. I just released my first album, but I was living in the wrong country. You see, I'd had that dream ever since I was a little girl, that I was going to grow up and be a professional singer and move to America. But I'd stopped. Where are you off route? What dream have you had for your whole life that you gave up on? What aspect of your life and business is not going exactly how you would like it to go? Turn to the person next to you and say, "Notice you are off route." It's never too late to recalculate. It's never too late to recalculate. Recalculating, the second direction for recalculating is to be willing to change direction. Being willing, arguably the most challenging aspect of recalculating. We can notice we're off route. In fact, there are many occasions where I've noticed I'm off route for quite a long period of time, but it's being willing. Are you willing to do things differently to get where you want to go?